So ready to move on to the next one?
Yep. What do you got?
Alrighty. Here is, to me, I wanted to put him higher on the list, but there's another guy I think that's more important. But for me, this guy right here, Rob Dvoracek. Of the coaches on that defense, he has the hardest job going into 2023. See that right there on the graphic. Reimer, Heinrich, Bullock, Wright, and Uman Mayelen combined for 213 tackles, 20 and a half tackles for loss, and 10 sacks. A lot of those came from Reimer and Heinrich when it comes to the tackles. So that was the heart and soul of this defense was Reimer and Heinrich. So he's got to get, his Bullock's coming back. You got Wright coming back. Uman Mielen's going to be a sophomore. He's uber talented. Who else is going to fit into that inside linebacker role? Is Stephon Thompson, who came in from Syracuse, is he going to play a big role? Dvoracek has, I think, the toughest job, replacing Reimer and Heinrich, and I think he does it, and I think he does it well. I think you're going to have more athleticism on the field, a little bit more speed. So for me, I think Rob Dvoracek makes the most impact, especially on that defense going into 2024. And if we lose Tony White at the end of the year, there were whispers that if White would have taken the UCLA job or gone somewhere else, that Dvoracek could have been the inside man that was going to get elevated to that defensive coordinator position because he's just so stinking smart. He's so good. He's one of the smartest players Rhule said he ever coached when he was at Temple. So I'd like to see these numbers go up a little bit. I'd like to see his inside linebackers, the 6 or 7 guys that he's probably going to play, combined for a few more tackles. Maybe more tackles for loss, especially on third down, and a few more sacks. And I think they will. So I'm going to say he has most impact. What say you?
I agree. I think he has most impact simply because the level of proficiency that we saw from 2022 going into 2023 in the linebackers position group specifically was astounding. That group was rock solid.
Yeah.
There wasn't anything that was phasing them last year, as far as I could tell. Yeah, there were some games where we got our asses kind of beat a bit, but I don't know. I don't think that was on the linebackers for any reason.
No.
I think, yes, I think he's one of those coaches that just has the it factor. He can communicate with anybody. He commands the respect of his group, and his group works insanely hard, not only for him, but he gives them the ability to work hard for themselves. I think that's just his personality. He elevates people. And so I think he does. I think he has the most impact. And I think that he's got one of those infectious coaching styles where all of the other position groups also like to eavesdrop on whatever it is that he's coaching about, because he just has that football IQ, that coaching IQ that other players want to grasp onto. So I think he has probably the most impact across our defense as a whole.
I think I should have just let you take this one because you said it far better than I did, and I completely agree. Infectious coaching style. He's just one of those guys that guys gravitate toward, just like Rhule. He's kind of got that Rhule personality that guys just gravitate toward him and want to play their butts off for him. I think this whole staff really kind of has that, which is what I really appreciate.